By looking at you, what I remember. George Bernard Shaw, have you heard his name? Yeah? Hello, champions! Have you all heard his name?
Yes.
Not a very tricky question, no? Either it is yes or it is no. Have you heard?
No, sir.
Now, he's a great personality. And George Bernard Shaw had said, if only youth was given to older people, then only we will know what is youth. So what is happening is youth is given to all of you now, but we are totally ignorant about it. Think, are you aware that I'm youth or I'm youthful? But when you see somebody walking like that, then you say, poor guy. No? But listen, just being youthful, itself is very good. Laughing, enjoying, having good time. But remember, think 100 times. Think 100 times before you're rude to someone. Speak a bad word. Get lost! We tend to do that, no? Don't talk to me. No? 100 times. Think 1,000 times. That means you need to reflect. Think 1,000 times before you look down somebody who is poor, who is weak, who is disabled, who is maybe living in the basti, has no money, or the beggar who said, "Ek paisa de do." Maybe you had given him just before you went into the temple 10 rupees, and when you coming out, he again gives his hand to you, and you say, "What? Abhi to diya tha." No? This happened to me. You know when? Somewhere in 1991. Most of you were not born at that time. 1991, you know that boat club bridge? Yeah? There is a Shiv Mandir on top. There's a mountain there. Have you all seen it? When you're traveling to the airport or going around, you'll find there's a temple there, right on top. So, I was wanting to know more about Rudraksha. It is supposed to have magical property in it. It's in India. I wanted to know more about it. Have you noticed? All of us know very little about it, no? And there are many types. And there was a big research was going on. Some scientists had got together and they were doing research and some exhibition. So I said, let me go and find out. And that time our school was in Koregaon Park. We had started from there. Hriday wasn't there then, no? Hriday came Shukrana, correct? Yeah. Was anybody there? I think you were there, champion. No? You also joined there? Shukrana. Okay. Was anybody amongst you there in Koregaon Park? No. Niharika and Vani and all these people were there. So I went there. It has nothing to do with the exhibition. Before going, there are a lot of beggars, no? So one beggar came. Now I always talk, whatever you want in your life, this is from Vedanta. Supposing you want love, what do you have to do? Is to give love. No? But what do we say? First you love me, then I will love you. No? Somebody asks, that girl, that boy looks interested in you. So you say, let me see whether she or he loves me. Then I will love. First you have to love. Who? Everyone. When you do, you know what will happen? You'll find everybody loves you. And then what happens? What happens when everyone loves you? You know what happens? You become immortal. Mother Teresa is loved by everybody, no? Is she dead? No, her body is dead. Buddha, is he dead? No, his body is not dead. Anand, his right arm, when Buddha declared, I'm going to die, I'm going to leave my body, he was crying. Anand was his right arm. So Anand couldn't tolerate this, Buddha is not going to be there. Just imagine, your mommy or daddy suddenly says, okay, champion, I'm going to leave my body. You will say, no, Mama, what is this? No? The same way Anand quietly went to, there was a temple, he was sitting there in meditation and he was crying. So Buddha, he comes to know everything. So he sent somebody, he said, go and call Anand. The Anand came and he said, champion, is this what I have taught you? I am not going away. My body is going away. So have you noticed? Buddha's teaching is there everywhere. Have you noticed every house has got Buddha? No? Isn't it all of you got a Buddha statue in your house? How come? And when Buddha was alive, he had told, please don't make a statue out of me. Did you know that? He told this to everybody, don't make a statue. And today the world's largest, biggest statues are of Buddha. Have you been to Delhi? Have you seen that? There's a Mahavir Jain statue. That is something like about, must be 1500 feet tall. And where is it? It is the top of a mountain in Delhi. So it is huge. There is one in Sikkim. I've been to all these places. One Shiva statue on top of a mountain. And the statue itself must be 3000 feet tall. That is 1000 meters. Can you imagine? This is about 1 meter. 1000 meter long. And you can see in Sikkim, anywhere you can see that statue. Anywhere. Maybe 100 miles out you can see that statue. It's that big. If you go to Bangkok, some of you been there, there is Buddha statue 1 kilometer long. You been? Yeah, lying down. And see, Buddha said, don't make statue. So what did he do? He gave love to everybody. If you want knowledge, we like knowledge. No? Why do we come to school? To learn. Why do we need to learn? Why do you want to learn? Tell me. Sorry?
To get educated.
Say it in the mic.
To get educated.
I can't hear.
To get educated.
To get educated. Very nice. But tell me, ma'am, why? Why do we need to get educated?
For our future
Love.
generation.
Huh?
Future generation.
To get?
Future generation. For future generation.
For future generation. Why? Think, everybody, okay? It's not only ma'am. Everybody, tell me why. Future generation, get educated, why?
To make right decisions.
Sorry?
To make correct decisions.
Who's saying it? Yeah, thank you. Just you speak on the mic, please, so that everybody can hear.
To make correct decisions.
To make
Correct decisions.
Correct
decisions.
Correct decision.
right decisions. Very nice. Okay. So you learn to choose from rights and wrongs because you become wiser. After that, what? You learn because you want to go to college. All of you have plans, no? That after DP, I want to go to college for senior college. DP is also college, junior college. senior college. By the way, I'm going to start a university for all of you. One of the top American university, coupled with the ancient Indian university. Both together, you can choose which one do I want to study. We will soon, maybe another 2.5 to 3 years time. By the time some of you guys should be finishing DP. So, in that university you can pick up any subject of the latest of science or economics or art or any topic that you like. You can take it up. That's our intention and the plan. And I don't make plans. It's God who does it. I just do them. Work them because I get the message. You know what? I'll just give you an idea. If you do meditation every day, you will get wonderful messages. You notice I go around the school sometimes, quite rarely, but I get messages. Last 3 days, I'm getting message in the morning meditation that the room above you on the 5th floor, you should tell somebody to have a look at it. You know, right above my room on the 5th floor, they put a lot of furniture which are extra in the school and a lot of IT equipment. You all must have seen it when you go for a dance or the cafe or something. You should have a look at it. So I called today and everybody came and told me, yes, it requires looking. You see, how did I get the message? I don't know. When you want to know how did I get it, I got it, I do it now. Like that I got a message, university. Now, you want to go to higher studies. Why? To make even more and better decisions. What else? Why do we want to do further studies? Why?
Gain more knowledge.
To get more knowledge. Why do we need more knowledge? Read it.
For our well-being.
Sorry?
For our well-being.
For our well-being. After that, what? Very nice.
So that we are satisfied in life.
Huh?
So that we are satisfied in life.
Satisfied in life. Good thought. After that, what? How are we relating this learning journey? You look at yourself, no, 15 years from today. What are you doing? What is God still doing? Tell me, what are you doing 15 years from today? Don't know? You know what? This is what we are talking about. You need to reflect. Manmohan Singh and then present Prime Minister Narendra Modi, both in the last 5-6 years, in the 15th of August and 26th January, talked to the country. You know what they say? That I have 500 million youths of 20 to 24-year-old. How many? 1 million is 10 lakhs. And 500 million. That makes it 50 crore. Youth who do not know what they want to do. It's not only you. Almost everybody. Very few choose, I'm going to take up this line, and this is what is DP for. You know, in the early years program, you learn to develop your brain cells by getting enormous amount of bits of data when you're small, till about 6 years of age. You'll be surprised what happens in your brain till 6 years of age. Now you've crossed that, but you can know it. Amazed to hear 250,000. 250,000. That's 250,000. Neurons are generating in a child's brain. You know how much? Per minute. In 1 minute. 250,000. You and I have been through it. And if we don't get 250,000 data, from school, from parent, from grandparent, from servant and maidservant, then you know what happens? Our brain shrinks. Like I was not as lucky as all of you. I went to school, you know at what age? 5.5 years. I was already dumb. I lost all my brain. Really? You might say, how can it be? It is. I lost my potential. Because my mother, father, they also loved me, just as your parents love you. But they didn't know, sir. Man, they didn't know. If they knew, they wouldn't do it. But our ancient rishis, what did they do? Ram, Lakshman, Arjunas, they went to school called Gurukul, no? You know from what age? Do you know what age? From mother's womb. When they were in mother's womb, they were being trained by the gurus. Abhimanyu, you have heard, no? Mother's womb. That's one. Everyone started there. Those who became great. And after birth, you know what age? Only 6 weeks old. That's 1.5 month baby. Can you imagine? Which mother today will send 1.5 month to a jungle? Even 5 years old. Will our parents send? No way. Victoria's case is okay. Not to jungle. Why? Because they think, why is that a requirement? You know why? Because we don't know about this. So, if they did that, your brain neurons will pick up, to how much per day? If you multiply 250,000 by 60 minutes, that will be per hour. You know how much does it come to? 1.5 crore per hour. And if you multiply by 24 hours, it will be per day. That's 36 crore, 360 million. Per day, we were gifted by God to make us brilliant. But we didn't use it. Now also you're generating till the age of 18. It is at a reducing scale. Above 18, people like me, our teachers, no more brain neurons. Whatever you have, you work with it now. So you all have got a great chance. That's why I was saying, Jnanam Danina Vartate. You have to give knowledge. To who? To everybody. Whoever comes in contact with you. First, you need to give love, care. Second, Jnanam. What about money? The law is very simple. What you give is what you get back. Simple thing, you want something in your life. Have you noticed what are we running for today? Think carefully. What are we running for? Better mobile? Better clothes? Better car? Better vroom vroom? Better house? Good food? No? What is this, Mama? I don't like it. How many of us have said this? All of us. No? So what are we looking for? Think. Material. This is called matter. What is matter? In Bhagavad Gita, this is Bhagavad Gita. Have you noticed? Most of us Indians today don't know anything about Bhagavad Gita, or Puranas, or Upanishad, or Vedanta, or Mahabharata and Ramayana. Mahabharata and Ramayana, you and I know only what TV has shown us. We haven't studied them. You all must make it a point that when I get time, let me dig into it. I must say I was divinely blessed. I had a lot of interest towards this. What is it? And I wanted to say that if these people could do such great things, they could do anything, I said, why can't we? I used to keep thinking like that. I used to say, why can't we? We should be also about to do it. This is what took me into it, and this is why I want to talk to you, because you know what? I was like a monkey. You all are very good. You got a better future. I didn't know what to do. I was like most of us people like me. We were pretty good, very intelligent. I was very good in sports. And nothing could put fear in my mind. Whether it's a snake or somebody told me, can you jump from here? You know, one of my friend, you know, sometimes boys and girls, they challenge you. So one boy, I was in the second floor of my building. It is like the second floor over here. And we were all talking, and I said, I'm not scared. He said, okay, can you jump from here? I said, yeah, but why should I jump? What will you give me? And those days, he said, I'll give you, it was called 4 anna. 1 anna was 6 paisa. That is 25 paisa today. And you know what is the value of 1 anna? You'll be amazed to hear. 2 liters of petrol. Can't believe, no? India was like that. I said, 4 anna? Okay, I'll jump. But first show me, where do you have 4 anna? So he took it out here. I said, give it to my friend. You give it to him, I'll jump, then I'll take it from him. And I jumped. And if you see, my hand broke. I landed on my feet and took the weight like that, and the hand broke. And I couldn't breathe. But God saved me. I could have landed on my head and be dead, no? I'm telling you, I was like a monkey. and you know the best part? The friend who took that, his name is Devi. I'm still in touch with him. And Devi immediately came running, and they tried to lift me up, and I couldn't breathe. The breath had gone out of my body, and I was wanting to breathe. I couldn't breathe. Devi said, come. His elder sister was very fond of me. She was more fond of me than her own brother. He said, come on, I'll take you to my sister. So I went there. She put a bandage around my hand. It was swelling up. And I didn't want to show it to my mother. Because my mother, every day I'll have some other accident. Either my head is bleeding, or I've got a big cut somewhere, but something will happen. I'm that kind of a monkey. I don't want you all to be like that, but I want you to use your energy well. Make your focus attention, which I didn't know. And you know what? For 6-7 days, I used to hide my hand. I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't sleep. But I didn't want to show it to my mother. If I show it to her, she would slap me first. So I didn't want to get slapped. And my second brother, he was in college. He was very fond of me. Every day he will come and give me a big hug in the morning, at night. He came back from college and I was in pain. My face must have been constricted. He came and gave me a hug, and as he touched my hand, and I howled. He said, what has happened? I said, nothing. He said, show me, show me, show me. And he saw my hand was all swollen up. For 6-7 days with a broken arm, I was carrying on. Wasn't I a monkey? You know what? He said, come on. I said, don't tell mother. He said, okay, okay, okay. He took me to, there was one English lady. She was a good family friend. Her 2 sons, they were English boys. She was a surgeon. And they were our family friend. Sunil and Anil. I still remember. He took me there, and the lady, the moment she looked, she said, you got fracture. And she put a plaster. And the best part, when I came back, my brother went and told mother, he's calm, don't get angry with him. The moment my mother saw me, she started crying. Sometimes in the outside mask of an anger of our parent and our teachers, there is deep love and concern for you. Because they want to see you grow up to be something. Please understand this. They want to see you grow up to be something bigger and better than them. So a true teacher, a true parent is that one who realizes through their teaching to you that you don't need them anymore. That means you're a self-starter. And that's the journey you go through EYP to PYP. You make connections with the world. In the MYP where you are right now, you make principles into practices. Meaning you learn laws and theorems and you make connection with the world around. Why did the apple fall? It could have gone up, no? See, who asked the question? Isaac Newton. What did he do? He became the world's best physicist. Today also he is immortal. He didn't become Vivekananda or Mother Teresa, but he's still immortal. Why? Because he did something. And every one of you got the potential to do. I want to give you that message. But what happens is today, we are in illusion, which is chapter 13 in Bhagavad Gita, verse 1 to 6 is talking about. Krishna is telling Arjuna. It is called Kshetra and Kshetragya. What is Kshetra? Kshetra is matter. Your body. 1,000 rupee note or $1,000 note. There are no $1,000. There are no $500 notes. $100 note. But did you know that there is a $44 note? Did you know that? I have 2 of them. This is a rare collection. There were about 600 of those dollars were printed and sent towards India, printed in America with Barack Obama's picture. I have 2 of them. I had little more, I spent them. Now, whether dollar note or your body or the car or the mobile, have you noticed it ages everything? If you keep that rupee note somewhere, it will start to wither. The car outside will rust. Your body goes older and older and older, and suddenly you say, what happened to my youth? This is the time. Use it. You are not, Krishna is telling Arjuna, your body. Who are you? See, when I ask you, where is Robin Ghosh? You raise your hand. No? Is this me? I'm not this body. This body does belong to me. So when I say my hand, this is my hand. But is this me? No, it's my hand. Now supposing I own this table. I do own this table, no? I say this is my table. Is it me? No, it's not me. Then why do you say this is my body but this is me? Are you with me? You have a pen. This is the Mont Blanc pen, the costliest pen in the world. I say this is my pen. Is it me? It's not me. So, you are neither your body. You have something very powerful inside of you. You're not a boy, not a girl. You are an immortal bliss. I want you to get connected with that. When you do that, you know what will happen? Anything that you think, you will do it. That's the power. When you get connected with who you are. And this is what the great masters have done. Have you noticed whatever they thought it happened? How did Bill Gates create such an empire? But have you noticed he's not interested in his money? You know George Bush, president, you know who is the owner of Apple industry? I don't know, are you all aware that he came to India and spent 3.5 years with one of our monks called Neem Kairoli Baba? I got the book in my library over here. You can come and have a look at it. He came down to India. Why? Do you know? Jesus Christ came to India. He lived in India. This is Alan Jacob. He's a Britisher. This is Christian Holger. He's a German. Everybody's writing. But you and me, we Indians don't know about it. How do I know? I started to dig into it. I don't know if you all know, I used to be, some of you know, I used to be a combat fighter pilot. I used to fly all these MiGs and Jaguars, and I also became a test pilot so that I could fly helicopters and transport. And any aircraft, I had to test it to say that it is okay for people to fly. I earned that reputation and skill. I was sent to America to go and teach combat flying to American boys and girls and many other countries. America was one where I did a lot of studies on what we are doing now. I had a lot of time, so I had done the research, so I became a neuroscientist. I specialize in your brain development. And I realized all this. So what's he saying? Look at this. This is a Spanish gentleman. And if you read, Jesus lived in Kashmir, written in Spanish. He came to India to learn about Vedanta, to learn about Indian yoga. Have you noticed why did Apple chairman, the founder and the president come to India? Everybody likes to come to India because India is the holiest of the holy land. And I want you to read something from Bhagavad Gita, which is the prediction for the future. He came to learn Indian yoga. Jesus lived in Kashmir. Who's this? Suzanne Phillip. Who's that? She's American. And next book is going to shake you up. Some of you have seen it. Jesus and their body is buried in India. It's in Srinagar, Kashmir. And every one of them are foreigners. They're not Indians riding fraudulently. And I want you to see this. Last years of Jesus, 17 years, he lived in India. And do you know, if you go back and type today in Google's or YouTube, go to YouTube, type Jesus lived in Kashmir. You have 1 hour film by Government of India Film Division. Why I'm talking to you about this, about Jesus and Bhagavad Gita, you need to be aware who you are. You're not this body. You're not a girl, you're not a boy. You're a divine person. To get connected to that divinity. What are our ancient masters talking about? What did Swami Vivekananda says? He says, arise, awake. In Sanskrit, uttishtata jagrata. Arise, awake. Wake up. And then he says, do not stop till the goal is reached. And what is your goal? To reach your perfection. That's why we go to schools and colleges. To become who? An excellent character. Education for character. Most of us say why? Because I can get a degree and then I can become an economist or an engineer or a doctor or a software professional, and then what? Get a job and do more study and become vice president and president. I got now 2 houses, one in America, one in India. I'm very successful. I got a husband and a wife and 2 kids, I'm very happy. That is not life. That can be part of your life, certainly. But that's not my goal. That's not your goal. Your goal is to get connected with who you are. And you know what will happen? When you run after, symbolically in India we worship Saraswati. She is the goddess of knowledge, wisdom. All these instruments that you play, all the learning that you do, all the great speech that you make, it comes from Mother Saraswati. You know, Swami Vivekananda, he is the first one in 1893, 11th of September, brought India to the world map by talking about it in America. Have you heard about it? In America, in Chicago World Conference, he was invited to speak about what India is. And the first time India was brought into the map. Till then, nobody knew about India. And they used to think India meaning people sleep in bed of nails and the snakes and elephants are around them. I have met Americans who used to tell me, you're Indian, you live with snakes. They used to ask me these questions. This is what India. And what did he say? This, arise, awake. He said, stop being a frog in the well. We are very happy in where we are. He said, get out of where you are and get connected with the ocean. Ocean is waiting for you and me. So what do we want to do? Become vice president, president and earn money. Now most of us think schooling, colleging, learning, are you with me? Schooling, colleging, learning is for earning money. It is not. It is to become a good human being. Most important, a becoming good human being. See, if you want love, you have to give love, right? If you want knowledge, you have to give knowledge. To who? To anybody who comes in like that. Somebody may come to you and you say, hi, what's happening? You say, nothing. You said, okay, what can I do for you? You say, nothing, just came to sit with you for a while. So what's she doing or he's doing? He's doing this. What? Your company. Give them your care, your attention. Show that I respect the God in you. When you as person see the God in the other person, you respect that person. You love that person. Maybe first, that is why in ancient India we talked about Pitri Devu Bhavo. Look at your father as God. Matri Devu Bhavo. Look at your mother as goddess. Acharya Devu Bhavo. Look at your teacher. Is it raining there?
No, I thought.
Not raining? Okay. You must tell yourself all the time, am I sitting straight? Is my chin up? Is my shoulders pulled back? And when you stand like that, you will automatically feel strong. Remember your posture. Just imagine, girls, if you're wearing Banarasi silk sari, how will you walk? Boys, if you're wearing a suit, or the girls, if you're wearing a western suit, how will you walk? And how will you walk if you're wearing a short and chappal? Just imagine yourself. Your dress, the way you carry yourself, expresses the divinity from within. This is what Vivekananda is telling all of us. Express the divinity from within you. That's what I'm asking you. All you have to do, you know what? Concentrate. Focus. Ask your mind. Why we ask you to reduce your screen time? You know screen? iPhone 6, Note 4, computer and television. These are all screens. Have you noticed we spend 6 to 10 to 15 hours of that? You and I need to reduce that. And concentrate where? In your own self. you will suddenly find tremendous energy coming out of you. Yeah, monkey. Everybody's paying attention to you. Yeah, they're saying, what's so funny? Now, remember, you are the center. Make yourself so that you become immortal. If you do something great, you would become immortal. Everybody will think of you. And you will say yourself, well done. So whenever you do something good, don't forget to compliment yourself. At the same time, be ruthless with you. So I told you, think 1,000 times when you waste food and water. Don't waste food and water, a natural resource. If you waste, you're not paying respect. And there will be a time, if you waste, you will not get food and water. That's the nature's law. Nature's law is when you pour water, it will go down. And if you light fire, it will go up. Can you ever make the fire go down? Maybe with a jet, you can do it. But as soon as it finishes its speed, it will again go up. No? That's the nature's law. So if you respect food and water, you will find you will never not only land short, you'll be able to give to many. Respect. And think 10,000 times when you create conflict, war between yourself or between two countries. Some of you did this MUN recently, no? Isn't it? What was that? Model United Nation. Some of you volunteered. What is that? To make this world as one place. We are trying to project you to all these ideas. How do you do that? By creating peace, by creating knowledge and wisdom. And think 100,000 times. Are you with me? 100,000 times. That's 1,000,000 times. Is it? Now, it's 1,00,000 times. Think 1,00,000 times before you waste your time. Don't waste your time. Either in wasteful talk, or in criticism, or what do you do, chatting. Little bit of chatting is okay. Alright. How much is okay? You decide, you choose. This is called moderation. And this is your very important time. You're going to create histories. And before I tell you, based on what I'm showing you from Bhagavad Gita, I want to make you read something. Who will read it? Come. Who wants to read? Somebody? Somebody. Come, who can read? Come on, sir. Vatsal the champion. How do I remember all of your name? I do. Yeah, give him the mic. Okay, you take this mic. And speak on it. You start from here. At the time.
At the time, India was conquered by the Western colonial powers. According to historian
Dr. J.T. Sunderland, she was the wealthiest country in the globe. Am I correct?
Yes.
Every word? Nearly.
It was nation. It was not country, it was nation.
Read.
This wealth was created by the Hindus.
This wealth was created by Hindus. Vast and
Varied industries.
varied industry. Did you know? India had the largest industry in the world. Nearly every kind. Read.
Nearly every kind of manufacture or product known
Of
to the
manufacture or product known to mankind. Read.
to the civilized world, nearly every kind of creation of man's hand and brain existing anywhere and prized either for its utility or beauty had long been produced in India.
So either for utility or beauty. Today if you want to buy a fridge or a mixer, you buy German made, no? Or a car, you want American or German, right? Isn't it? It's okay, you can hear my voice. It's not on. Is it on now? Is it on? Just think. And then he goes on to say, India was
a far greater industrial and manufacturing nation than any in Europe or any other Asia.
You were far greater than anywhere in Europe. That means Germany, France, UK, Italy, Spain. Far greater. Who was you? It is you. Your parent, grandparent, their grandparent. When they were youth, they had that purity. But you and I have lost it now. You and I have to regain it. And what am I talking is here. The World Religion Authority, Houston Smith. Start from me.
World Religions Authority Houston Smith recalls that in the 1950, the eminent British historian
Arnold Toynbee was a famous historian in 1950, predicted that
in the 21st century, India the conqueror would conquer her conquerors.
Would conquer her conquerors. Listen, champions, this is 21st century. You are Indian. We were conquered by the Britishers till 1947 when we got independence. Would conquer her conquerors. We are going to become number one in the world. That's what is my message to you. And who are these Indians who is going to make number one in the world? It is you, not us. You know why? Because if we were to do it, we would have done it already. We are not. It is you who is going to do that. And this is my message to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, champion, first, whatever you want in your life, give it first. Love, give it. You want respect, give it. Give respect. And this is what ancient India talked about. Pitri Devu Bhavu, Matri Devu Bhavu, Acharya Devu Bhavu, Atiti Devu Bhavu. Somebody when comes to you, Atiti, a friend, a guest, consider them as God. Your friend, don't fight with them. Even if they do something stupid and dumb. It's very easy to love somebody who is good and kind, no? Anybody can do that. It is difficult to love somebody who is nasty, who is bad. But why is that bad person next to you? You know, in this school, 1 year younger to you, one girl came to me one day and said, "Sir, please change my class." I said, "Tell me why?" He said, "Sir, you know that girl who's sitting next to me? She uses such filthy, terrible language. I don't want to listen to it." I said, "Like what language?" She said, "I can't even tell you." I said, "Why?" She said, "I can't utter those words." I said, "Very nice. That means you got the right education to know they're not worth uttering. Very good. But tell me, why have you got a friend who has come next to you?" She said, "She's not my friend." I said, "Okay, why is she sitting next to you?" "I don't know, you change my class." I said, "It's very easy for me to change your class. But tell me, why is she sitting right next to you?" "I don't know. You change my class." I said, "Ma'am, she's sitting next to you because you are the only one who can make her all right. So why do you have a bad friend who comes to you and who is teasing you and bothering you? Because you're the only one who can make them all right. Because you have realized this is not good. Isn't it? Look at it that way. You see the goodness in them and throw away the badness with your care and with your tolerance. And you say, "You're not a bad boy." When some of you do something bad and come to my office, have you noticed I always tell you, "You're not a monkey, you're not a donkey, you're not a dog." Why are you behaving like one? Awaken that divinity inside of you. You are that. And when you do that, when India becomes great and number one, it is already well on its way. If you go to Wikipedia, type India's economy, You know, about 6 months back, we were 10th in the world economy. Today, we are 7th in the world economy. You know, about 6 months back, our purchasing power, called PPP, People's Purchasing Power. You and I like to go and shopping, no? That's called PPP. Was 15th in the world. You know, where is it today? We are number 3 in the world. We are shooting up towards number 1. And champion, you all are the ones who are going to make it right. You will. I know you will. And that's why I have been given the task to speak to you. I wish somebody had spoken to me. I would have become somebody great. I have not. I would like you to become that. Most important, if you respect your own self. Aham Brahmasmi. This is what Bhagavad Gita says. That the God, the Brahma is in me. Think of it. I am the immortal bliss, but not egotistically. No ego, humbleness. True knowledge gives you what? Not ego, not disrespect to teacher. True knowledge gives you humbleness. You bend down. Recently I went to Japan. It is so nice to see everybody is bending down. Everybody. Before we were leaving, we did a lot of shopping, no? Everybody does shopping. So all of us did some shopping. Everybody told me customs in Japan airport is very tough. And they're going to see all your boxes and bags. What are you taking back? Where you got the valid certificate? So I kept everything ready. As soon as we went to the airport, I didn't go to the booking counter to check in. I went straight to the custom to first get my luggage cleared. You know, very few people speak English there. I found somebody, oldish man with us, some kind of a badge there, so I went and asked him. I want custom officer. He can't speak English, but he was very kind. He bowed down and he said, so I went with him, walked about huge airport, about half a kilometer. Then he went to an office. He said, custom. Nobody was inside. I looked at him. I said, where is the officer? There was a little red button. He said, press it and say custom officer. Can you imagine? I went and pressed and a mic came on. I said custom officer. Somebody said something in Japanese. Somebody replied immediately. It was 6:30 in the morning. Okay, my flight was at 9 o'clock, 2.5 hours before. Within 2-3 minutes, about 24, 25-year-old, one young guy in custom uniform came running the staircase. He came and bowed down. I also bowed down. I said, sir, I have got this luggage. I'm going to India. I would like you to clear my luggage. And I had, you know, what they do in Japan, every time you buy something, other countries don't do that. I've traveled to almost all the countries, almost all. Everything you buy, they put it into your passport and clip it. So my passport had become that thick. You know, it was bulging with those bills. So I took out those bills and showed it to him. See, he looked at it, he looked at, I had 12 suitcases. He said, anything to declare? He could speak some English. I said, whatever it is there, nothing much, it's for personal use. He said, go. I said, you don't want to check anything? He said, no, please go. I said, do you want to stamp and sign something? He said, no, just go. Can you imagine? When you are truthful, when you're honest, the world will respect you. He didn't even know me, but for the last 42 years, I don't speak one single lie. I never tell a lie. I have faith in God. and I have faith in myself. I know when I make up my mind, I will do it. Making up my mind, I have to do some studies and research to think about it. I want all of you to carry these 3 simple things with you. If you want lots of money, lots of knowledge, lots of fame, lots of people who take care of you and love you, and you love lots of people, and lots of material and non-material, like becoming knowledgeable, wise, first, be truthful. Don't tell lies to anyone. Anyone, not even to yourself. Even thinking lie is not correct. It's not easy, I'm cautioning you. It's not easy, it's very difficult. But if you do it, you know what happens? Whatever you think, God will make it happen. How do you think this school building has come up? I didn't have any money. Some of your parents know it and they must have talked about it. Riday's parents know about it. I didn't have any money. But you know what? I made a wish and I prayed to God. I said, God, I want the best school. You know, today your school has been declared for 3 consecutive years the model IB school in Asia. This school. Did you know that? A model IB world school. Who's declared it? IB, Newsweek, and there is a John Catt publishers from United Kingdom. They publish all the IB world school. The journal is in my office. Those of you interested, you can come and see. How did it happen? When you make a wish, God will make it come true, provided you don't tell lies. And you will see the result. You don't have to wait for 10, 15, 20 years. I'll give you 6 days. Just don't tell lies. There's a boy, I give this message to whichever class I talk. He's in 7th standard. I was leaving at about 6 o'clock. He came running. Sir, sir, sir. I said, tell me. He said, sir, you remember you told me about 5, 6 days back, don't tell lies? I stopped telling lies. I said, very nice. He said, sir, I went back yesterday and I went and said, Mommy, I'm hungry. And Mommy wasn't well. Mommy was lying down on the bed. I went and sat down. I said, what happened, Mommy? Mommy said, better tell the cook what you want. I'm not feeling well. So I said, no, Mommy, I will touch your hair. I will pray for you. I told God, I don't tell lies for the last 6 days. I am touching my mommy's head. Make her all right just now. He said, Mommy was lying down and I was praying. Just after 5, 6 minutes, Mommy said, Chal beta, let's go down and cook something. I said, no, Mommy, you be here. I'll go and tell the cook. She said, no, I'm already all right. He said, sir, can you believe Mommy became all right in just 5, 6 minutes? I said, you monkey, you didn't believe it. I do. I have no doubt. You know, there is a boy, he's in the school, he's in 8th standard. One day, while in the swing jumping, and when the swing went up, he wanted to do a somersault and land on his feet. He's a good athletic boy. He's here. He landed very awkwardly. And he's just above the ankle. It looked like he's broken. And whenever something happens, you know, I'm called into the medical room. He was brought to the medical room. Poor guy was in a lot of pain. And I could see from here, the bone is sticking out like that. Not outside the flesh. It was inside the flesh. There is no tear, no wound. But I could see the bone is not like this, it's like that. I touched and I said, God, if I have proven to you I don't tell lies, please make this boy all right now. And I prayed for about a few minutes and I said, you'll be all right, you'll feel less of pain. And he was peaceful by the time I left. I must have been there between 4 and 5, 6 minutes. I rang up his father and I said, please take him to the hospital, get an x-ray done and check what's the damage. Please give me a call back at 6 o'clock. So he came and took him. It was around 4:30, 5 o'clock. He went straight to this Asian Olympiad and he gave me a call around 6:15, 6:30. He said, I want to let you know he doesn't have a fracture. And doctor said it's just a bone contusion. It's okay. He'll be alright. He'll be in a plaster for about 4, 5 days, 6 days. He'll be alright. That's the power of telling truth. Second, have faith in God. No, God is inside of you, God in your friends. God in your parent, God in your teacher. Always keep that in your mind. Silently keep telling yourself, when you wear your clothes, God has given me. When you eat your food, God has given me. So I will not waste it. And third, have faith in your own self. Don't forget, you're the one who's going to make India number one. I love you all. Thank you very much.